right, guys. So we're gonna get the show on the road. Thank you for being here. You can totally like turn your chairs and all things. You definitely don't have to awkwardly face that way if you don't want to. So I'm Coach Kaia, owner of Kaia here. Thank you guys for being here. We definitely had some holdovers from Virtuoso Yoga, and we may even have a holdover of the vibe of Virtuoso Yoga. So be fair warned of my relaxed nature at this point, because I don't normally drink every day. So one beer is like, woo! Yeah, a little bit. End-of-BRIK can be the total cheat day, that's for sure. So when it comes to New Year, new strong BRIK, going into a new year, it's always a good opportunity because there's so many amazing things that are tied into our holiday seasons. The connection, the seeing people maybe we don't see all year otherwise. But then there's also like disruptions to our normal schedule and maybe eating things that we wouldn't normally eat. Even if it's nothing like over the top, it's just something that our bodies aren't used to. And all of a sudden we're just feeling heavier. We're just feeling like that kind of holiday bloat, that kind of holiday hangover. And there's always a cliche of like, new year, new you, but with Kaia, this is a year-round commitment. We're really not just committed in the new year. I tell people all the time, when in January, they're like, oh, your gym must be like super crazy. And I'm like, actually, like, we have consistent women who commit to themselves. And yeah, we'll see an uptick in January, but we do not see like come and goers, because that's not what this program is about. And when someone comes and tries to meet Kaia, yeah, it's super fun, and yeah, there's some amazing things, but there's so much to it where I think when we want to commit to really making a lifestyle change, that's when we see the girls really commit to being a member and being part of our tribe. And that doesn't make us exclusive, that makes us very inclusive. It's for anyone who's ready. I say it all the time, like when I was 100 pounds overweight, the biggest moment for me was that little just flip of the switch in my brain where I was like, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something. And when you kind of have that moment, I'm not calling you out, you're totally fine, you just started. She's like, oh God. But when you have that kind of flip of the switch, that's what really makes everything that we do here like impact you in a way that's just pure positive in all the ways. It's never about going at the same pace as anyone else, it's always about finding your heart. So that's what we came into this new year with. And with our benchmark challenge, I love our benchmark challenge in BRIKs because it gives us a different focus. Obviously our fall BRIKs, we always do the same thing, so we can really compare year over year. But outside of that, we get the opportunity of like, okay, like here's this focus, like what can I do with 30 reps or 40 reps or 50 reps? And what can I choose in week 1 that I might not choose in week 4? And can I go heavier in weight and still shave time, or what does that look like? And when it comes to our most improved benchmark winners, all 3 of these women, they were the 3 that I found that submitted properly. If someone's got their benchmark sheet in their purse, I did not see your benchmark sheet, okay? But if anything was actually submitted, these 3 women, in such an amazing way, they all, from their first week of doing the lower body to the second week of doing the lower body, the first week of doing the upper body to the second week of doing the upper body, and then core and core, they went from the beginning to the end and they increased their reps. Some increased from 30 to 50, some increased from 30 to 40, it didn't matter. But all 3 of these women not only increased their reps, maybe their weight a little bit too, but they also decreased at least 1 body focused time. So I'm literally talking like 30 to 50 reps and they still improve their time, which is nuts. So I'm going to talk about each girl. Let's see, 1 is here. I know the other 2 could not be here. I'm going to talk about all 3 though. So I'm going to talk about West Reno's End-of-BRIK and West Reno's Athena Garcia, because they are both amazing. Angie has overcome so much with her knee replacement surgery and everything that has come along with it. She still shows up. She is one of the most consistent 6:15 a.m. West Reno girls, and she just does what makes sense. Like, I'm always checking on her. I'm always like, I see you. Like, is that okay? Like, I don't want you to like go overboard. But she is one of those that is like, this is my commitment, this is my lifestyle, and I'm not going to let this surgery that hasn't panned out for me in the most positive way thus far derail me from where I want to go in life. And that is amazing. And she is one of our most improved benchmarks. Obviously, she couldn't be here. She's like racing, like awesome. She's doing awesome life things this weekend. I'm not going to hate on it. But her prize bag is behind me. And then we also have Athena Garcia, which she is like the epitome and the most amazing example of like a silent warrior. But she is so awesome. Like when you get to know her, she is just like warmth. Just the most amazing Kaia girl. She's at the West Reno studio, but she's always has this positive attitude. She's always willing to try things that are out of her comfort zone. And you would never know, but you look over there and there's my silent warrior doing this amazing thing over there. And she also increased reps across all three and shaved time on at least one area, which is crazy. So let me talk about the Kaia girl who is here. Not to give any shade to those who couldn't make it. This Kaia girl, I would say, is just positivity in a bottle. Every Kaia class I've ever coached her in, not only is she going to her hard, but she's encouraging others. And I love that. No one ever has to do that. It's never required. But when you do that, that just exudes that positive energy that we're all about. That really lifts someone up when they think like, oh, maybe I can't do this push-up, or maybe I can't do this level, or, ooh, maybe I do need to take a break. And if you need to take a break, take a break. But 9 times out of 10, it's our mind being the better of us. And then a Kaia girl next to us is like, you got this. Or whatever they say. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, well, let me just keep going. And this Kaia girl did all the same as the other two, increased her reps, shaved time in at least one body area focus, and that is Gina Aguilar. Yeah! That's you! You're so cute. You're like, I'm not going out there.
I'm pretty shocked.
Well, you're shocked? Why? You're just doing you, and you're like, oh. Yay! You're shocked. Is there anything else you want to say?
I think that being in this community really supported my self-confidence, and I think that it made me become a better professional.
Okay, well now I'm gonna cry on it. Okay, get out of here. Yeah, that's what it's about. Thank you, Gina. So that takes me to our biggest inch bosses. Party. Hey. I always say that it's really never about the weight on the scale, the number on the scale, and there's so many reasons about that because our body composition could be shifting. We could be having that time of the month. We could have eaten just a pinch more salt the day before, like whatever. And we cannot live or die by the number on the scale. It is one piece of a picture, and that's totally fine. But it's never something that should define our lives. And so we focus at Kaia on our inch measurements because at the end of the day, we want to feel good in our clothes. We want to feel confident. No one is making us get on the scale before we have a night out with our partner. Like, no, that has no actual proclivity to what we actually can enjoy in life. But our inches really can exude that self-confidence for sure. So I have honorable mentions first. These honorable mentions go to girls who have lost a ton of inches. They just didn't make the top 3. We have Taylor Murphy of Spark. She lost 4.75 inches total. Lorelai Reed, you may have seen her post on in the Facebook group. She lost 5.5 inches. Karen McClanahan lost 7.5 inches. Did you not know? All right. That's weird. Do they measure you and then you're like, perfect, I don't want to know. All right. I'm not going to judge. I don't know how that happened, but you lost 7.5 inches. I'll inform you on the mic. It's fine. And then we have Heidi Somhagi from West Reno as well, 7.5 inches. You guys are tight. Well, I literally thought, hey, yes. I was like, oh my gosh, you literally lost the same amount of inches. I was like, it was super cute. So that takes me to our top 3, which, you think 7.5 inches. How much more can one lose? Losing limbs. So I want to talk about each of these 3 because they're actually all 3 are here today, and all 3. We very rarely, because, we typically do our End-of-BRIK awards on a Saturday, and I was telling some girls before this, like, it's beautiful weather, like, you wake up, you're like, I'm gonna hike a mountain, I'm not going to the awards, like, it just happens. But, you know, it's been a while since we had all three of our biggest inch losers and, you know, at the awards together, and I really love that. So we'll talk about the first one. I remember when she first started, and it was in one of my evening lift classes, and she just, it's one of those things, like when you have a new girl and it's almost your first class and you have lift and you're just like, I don't know, like when it's me, I'm like, I'm sorry, are you coming back? Like, did I kill you, or are you going to live? Because like, I didn't want that. I want us to continue this relationship. She's always been such an incredible go-getter. She literally, especially in this BRIK, has been the most consistent, like, check-in weekly of this whole BRIK, you know, because I am your guys' head coach in the BRIK, and I send out the emails, and they actually are from me. They're from me. I know they're nicely formatted, but they are me. You apply, you get me. And she did that, and to the point where I had to apologize to her once or twice. I'm like, I saw your email, but I didn't want to give like a basic beat answer. I wanted to like sit and think and actually give you like a thoughtful answer, and I'm sorry for the delay. And it just shows, you know, she took on parts of the BRIK bingo, she took on the nutrition, she took on attendance, she just took on all these things, and it shows in her results. And that is Nicole Lewis Aspires 8.25 inches. So cute top. All right. Clearly, I should have memorized where these were. Here we go.
Thank you.
Well, come on up. She's right there. Yeah, that's it.
Cute. I got multiple.
Is there anything you want to say?
No, it's just been amazing joining this group back in like November.
Yeah.
I was really intimidated to start, as you said, but I've been really successful. I'm really excited to just continue
Keep
my
going.
progress. So.
I think I mentioned on your social media post on Facebook that a lot of the things that you're doing right now, you remind me of me when I was embarking on that 100 pounds. So it's not about me, it's just there's pieces of you that remind me of that time. And I just want you to know that you're just doing all the right stuff, so just keep going, no matter what. Go. Okay. So here we go. I don't want to say like second place. That sounds so vain, but obviously number 2 out of all the Kaia girls. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for helping me format that a bit better. So this Kaia girl, gosh, there's some firsts in here, and I really loved when I saw this result. I love when I saw her name is literally splashed all over my page because, again, you like take on attendance, you take on benchmark, you take on just showing up and being present, and things really can happen for you, and just really owning like, hey, you know what, I just need a reset. Like, our fitness journeys are not a start to runway takeoff. Our fitness journeys are an ebb and a flow. And there are going to be months or weeks or years where we're feeling like, and there are going to be months and weeks and years where we're feeling amazing, okay? And that's all okay. That doesn't make us a bad person in some times and a good person in other times. It's just part of the journey. And the goal is just to always be mindful, to always look for those opportunities to feel our best. That's it. That's it. It's not about anything else. And, you know, she is just a rock to me in so many ways that I probably don't even need to ramble about on a mic and on a video forever. But I think she knows she means the world to me because she's not just a Kaia girl, she's also a coach, and that is Jessica Correa at 8.7. Hi! Oh yeah, I should have already, there we go. I kind of crushed your certificate in my car. Okay. Is there anything you want to say? You're just like, oh. She got off fast. She was like,
no, just needed a, like you said, I needed a reset. I needed to just get my head right, and I was right there where it was. And then just getting to see everyone succeed is so awesome.
Yeah. It's not just me, it's everyone else.
It's everyone else, and
right.
it's the coaching, and it's there's bonds there that you don't get any other way.
Yeah.
Nicole, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just see you the most often. All right. Okay.
think she'd be more comfortable in front of people being a coach. I love it. All right, well that does take us to our Kaia Queen. So I think the world of our Kaia Queens. When Kaia Fitzgerald first started, I think the little bit of backstory is that, you know, it was kind of Wild West. You know, it was 2010, 2011, and our very first BRIK here, you know, I was 100 pounds overweight. I didn't know what I was getting into. I was like, do we get to eat food? Like, I didn't know what was going on. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've evolved a lot. We definitely eat food. But I just remember the very first orientation that we ever had, and our original owner was talking about just the different types of prizes and awards that we could all win. Like, oh, fastest time miles. Like, that's not me. And then it was like, yeah, what's up?
Thank you, Jakey.
I know, well, not the fastest mile, for sure. I think he would wish I ran the fastest mile, that's for sure. You see him at the dog park, he like puts me in shams, like, oh, I'm sorry, you're really dialing it down for me. But, you know, so much of like what was possible, I really settled myself on, oh, perfect attendance, like I could show up. Like, and back then, to be clear, perfect attendance was freaking perfect attendance. It was like you went to every single class we had, because we only had 6 and 5 a.m., Monday through Thursday, and then a Saturday workout. And you had to attend every single one to get perfect attendance. Now we got the 30, I'm not saying it's easy peasy, I'm just saying it was a whole new ballgame 14 years ago. And that's what I strove for. I strove to embrace this new nutritional kind of idea that I felt a little intimidated by, and I didn't know how to cook, so I was very scared about it. And I embraced showing up. And none of the other stuff felt like a possibility. And then, lo and behold, the end of that first BRIK, I won the very first Kaia Queen of Kaia Fitzgerald, because I lost like 18.2 pounds, whatever the inches were. And it completely opened my eyes to the possibilities. Because if I can just have fun with girls that I love, and I can just be here, and I can just show up, then my golly, you know, like what's possible a year from now, 2 years from now? And yeah, if you told me back then, like, well, one day you'll own Kaia, I'd go, give me my beer. I don't know what that was said. But it wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, for sure. You know, like what we do here makes literal physical warriors, but also mental warriors. So I hope that when you're thinking about your progress, you're not just thinking about the physical, you're also thinking about the mental, proving things to yourself that otherwise would not be the case. So when I saw this name pop up as the Kaia Queen, I was like, well, I can't say it on, I don't know, it's YouTube, I don't know. But F yeah is what I said. Yeah. Sorry, YouTube, I don't know if that's okay or not. But I have seen this Kaia girl just be part of this tribe that is at the 5 a.m. West Reno, and it is a tribe, but every class is a tribe, and there's girls that pop all over, and then they find multiple tribes, and I love that. It's not exclusive, it's inclusive. And she's been so consistent, and seeing her recommit to herself in this BRIK in a way that has literally translated into becoming our Kaia Queen with 9.25 inches. That's Eleanor Walquist. Queen. So amazing. I don't think I crushed yours as much as Jessica's. Should we also look at Karen?
I don't know.
It's so light back there.
I know, it's gonna be all dark. Oh.
You know, you love your girls when you're crying. You're like,
Okay, well, you have to say something because you're Kaia Queen.
Okay,
You have to.
I wasn't expecting that.
Perfect.
It's exactly like what you said. I just needed to get my head right, and a lot of it's like the mental thing that you were saying.
Yeah.
And I know this time I didn't do a lot of the emailing or the things.
That's okay.
But how the other ones, like, this is, you know, I just needed to do it for me and, you know, not try to do other stuff, but besides perfect attendance. But yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful for the people that are in it that are just really encouraging. You guys all know because you go there too. So yeah, and then, you know, the fact that you have classes so much, and yeah, it's great. So, and all the support.
Of course. Well, I will be very clear that since doing every freaking thing I put in that email. Okay? It's not. What I do is I throw a whole kaleidoscope of resources at you guys, because what will resonate with Riley will not resonate with Jessica, might resonate with Trissy, might resonate with Holly. You just don't know. And it's all about like, oh yeah, bingo, in. But then someone else is like, I don't want anything to do with that. And that's fine, you know? So it's all about just embracing what works for you. And that's why it's like a family. So much. Was there anything you want to say, Mel, since you're here?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, just our new general manager in a week.
I was at work. But no, just great job, everyone. It's always so awesome to see. So as a manager, I always get to see like your reviews. I get to see your experiences. I get some responses from Karen when she's dealing with you guys head on as your head coach. And we really do try to take all that into consideration with coaches, where they're at, when they're coaching, what they're coaching. We really do try to take all of your feedback into account and then give you guys quality materials and just like able to break ground and start forming your own goals at your own pace and do what works for you in an environment that is just going to love you and support you and be there for you the entire way. So I mean, I love Kaia. I've been a Kaia girl since I was in high school. It's been amazing for me, not only physically, but for my self-esteem and my confidence as a young woman and just navigating life. It's been so nice to just have a community of women to talk to all the time and like sisters. Like it really is like that. So I really do just want to say we love you. The coaches love you guys. You guys love each other. Karen loves you guys. Like literally so much. Karen loves us. Like we love her. It's just a lot of love. And I hope you guys feel that. And you know, feel free to always spread that love to your friends. The best thing I love about Kaia is it's like working out with your besties. So if you have a work bestie or if you have a life bestie or a family member or something, bring them to Kaia. Like, bring them to Kaia, get them into a class that they want to try.
They'll give you the side eye.
Yeah,
but
they'll hate you and they'll complain, and it's okay because we're just gonna just keep bringing her back. It's just so fun. And yeah, I'll get off my soapbox, but we love Kaia.
I wish I had Kaia since I was in high school.
I know.
I mean, the fact that you have is like, I'm always jealous of that because I didn't like Kaia until I was 26, and I remember thinking at the time, I was like, women are nice? Like, oh my God, I went like on many years of my life, like questioning, you know, the kind of tribe that women can really be for each other. So, no, absolutely. So, I love that because it takes me into my segment of shouting out various coaches. You know, everyone questions me when I say this, but we actually have like 40 to 50 coaches, you guys. No one believes me when I say it, but I swear to God, it's not just me, it's not just Mel, it's not just one, you know, there's many other coaches across these 4 studios. We teach at least 80 or 90 classes a week. And when that's the case, you know, when these coaches are on our staff, some of them have been coaching for us for over 10 years, and some have just started about a year ago, or whatever the case is. And it always comes with a spirit of service, you know, that those who are newer are eager to continue growing and delivering the experiences that you guys expect and want. Those who've been around, we all, like myself, I'm just getting cobwebs all over me every year that passes. But there is no perfect class. There's always an opportunity for me to grow and take feedback and be better and make it more. And that's really the kind of team that I'm always trying to have in general with that understanding, because we don't sit in an office from 9 to 5 every day. We literally communicate through the methods that I've established. And that is my hope, is that everyone's always thinking in that regard. That being said, any coach on our staff, it's not like the full-time thing that they're doing with their lives. They have other jobs or a job, they have family, kids, sick parents, like you name it, there's a lot going on, just like there is for many of our Kaia girls. So when a coach is able to do perfect attendance, or when a coach is able to do a benchmark and just really participate in the benchmark, it's just really incredible. Hi, Laura. Hi. I'm not calling you out. I'm happy you're here.
Now you call me out when I'm getting a mimosa.
Do it. You should have been here during beer mimosa. it just always makes me really, really proud because it's very, very hard. It's hard to work in a coaching schedule with your life, but then on top of that, being a very committed Kai girl to BRIK and the BRIK principles. Super tough. So, not that I'm saying all of our coaches are drinking and like, when they're not, it's just a matter of pretending, yeah, I know, I make that sound weird, I want to like be very clear. It's just a lot in life, and you know, there's times I'm literally working out to Kaia on demand because I'll have to coach and then I'll have to work and all these other things. It's just tough to make a class. I did not earn perfect attendance unless I guess you count Kaia on demand or runs with Jiggy, and that would not count. So there you go. So it's one of those things that's really, really important. So this list of coaches, we have Coach AJ, who got perfect attendance. So shout her out. One of our biggest inch losses, Jessica Coran, got perfect attendance and is participating in the benchmark. Michelle Scalise, who is typically up in Sparks, benchmark. Jeannie Rucker, typically at West Reno, benchmark. And then I never give myself accolades, but yeah, I'm on the list too, I can benchmark. I mean, to be fair, this benchmark was more of like, hey, 5 p.m. South, can I work out with you? Can I do this benchmark with you? Because like, I have no other time to do it. Yeah, that was my benchmark for sure. Trust me, every time I was coaching, but anyway. So coaches are important, and we absolutely care about our coaches. In addition, we have our perfect attendance girls. Now, these are the girls who have attended 30 Kaia classes from January 6th through February 16th, which is fantastic. It is Kaia classes, so whether that's in person, live stream, on demand, whatever, I'm okay with all of that. I sent a ton of texts out to confirm those who are close. These are the ones that were either for sure or confirmed. So if anyone is missing, I will add you to the list for sure. But I just want to say that I tried to do my due diligence here because I know the reports get weird. But let's just give a shout out for each one of these girls, and then if you hear your name, come on up. Stacey Allenson of West Reno. She's doing something super fun. I forgot what it was, but she texted me. Yes, that. Yeah, you're gonna go to the. I cannot compete with the hot springs. I get it. I'm not mad. Amber Baddick, hello. Yeah, I know. Perfect. I know. You gotta come up here. Holly Clancy, come on up of Sparks. Krista Connolly, she does virtual. Which is hard, right? We all say that I can do anything virtual. And here she is doing perfect. Are you like you're really cute. You're trying to like be in the backpack. Jane Ann Cooper, which is like Ray of Sunshine. Jessica Coran, come on up. Stacy Dimitropoulos, she's at West Reno these days. She's awesome. Alyssa Escobar, she bounces all around, but she's awesome. Have you guys seen her form? Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, her form is like, if you're ever insured, look at Alyssa. That's the form that you want to do. Angie Fig, who got the benchmark in West Reno. Heidi Fischel in West Reno. Corey Garvey of South Reno. Shauna Hanneman, Sparks. Trudy Kabbalah of Sparks. Karen McClanahan. Jennifer Mitchell of Sparks. Taylor Murphy of Sparks. Jen Price of South. Dawn Rosemark of Sparks. Coach AJ of, I guess, West Reno? Yeah, West Reno. Heidi Samhegi of West Reno. Wendy Tyler of Sparks. And Eleanor Walquist of West Reno. Perfect. So we're going to take a photo, guys.
Okay.
So you're like the
Maybe we can have some better lighting.
You want me to stand behind you?
this way?
But don't fall off the stage.
I know, and don't put me at the edge. I'm no good at that.
Great. I'm just gonna be like my face.
Yay!
Karen, show those off. They look good.
Yeah! It's your birthday. You should all pick you want to show off. They me to say how many? They did 56 burpees at Lift today. We had to make sure that like hit off right, the right way. Something that I forgot to mention during our benchmark was my honorable mention because Trudy Kabbalah of Sparks, she shaved the most time overall. She didn't change her reps, but of everybody on this, like Kaia and Sierra, she shaved the most time. I realized that because when I said every 100 times, I was like, wait a minute, I need to sing the praises of God. Perfect. Well, that takes us to our brick bingo raffle. I did not just teach rhythmic yoga, clearly. Hey Mel, you want to help me out? Yay! I like it. So, basically, is there anyone who needs to fill out a ticket that has not for attending? No, just in general, just for being here.
Yeah,
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I got you.
I know.
I think everybody who's here is supposed to, just for.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You just write your name. Just write your name. Did everyone get a ticket? Honor anyone? So, any girls who have perfect attendance, honorable mentions, go perfect, even our Kaia Queen, all of them already have a ticket in our bowl. But for simply being here, you get a ticket and or an additional ticket in our raffle. So when you fill that out, go ahead and bring it to the bowl. I don't think I'm winning the passion awards up here.
There's like a million of that.
Your scripts is cute. I wouldn't even have thought they were
I have that same shirt where it's pink, like instead of gold, right? Yeah, it's super cute.
To be fair, I did bring a dress. If I had high hopes, it would like pull it off, and then I was like, here we are.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, here you go. We're
It's funny because I have 6 pins in my car, but I have the world in my car.
I didn't get mine because it was already
Thank you.
I saw the gift.
You guys see it?
got yours in? Oh, yes.
Yeah. This is for 5 a.m.
All right, can we turn in our tickets? Tickets? Okay. So the way this works is that I do my best to start with the most expensive, the most valuable prize first, because I was corrected many moons ago, like, don't be pulling only one winner per prize and start with your $20 gift. And I was like, oh, geez. So we're gonna start. I know that sounded crazy, but she was being nice. She was just being very, like, I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, I think she got it. That's definitely fun. All right, so I'm gonna start with, yeah. So I'm going to start with, we are partnered with Megan of Be Organized, which if you, was it last BRIK or the BRIK before? We did an organization workshop, which all of us could benefit from, you know, even just understanding our type of organizer inside, like are we putting things off, you know, in a pile because of X, Y, Z, that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to look at anyone in particular, because I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. But this gift certificate is for 3 hours of their Be Organized service, which is amazing. If I could gift this to Mark for our shed, I would like do it. But it's not for me, it's for Holly Clancy. Getting organized. Were you at that workshop or no?
No, and I haven't so bad.
Perfect. It's like divine.
It's like critically bad.
Well, Mel knows how to pick the tickets. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So we also have coming up, and I'll talk about our upcoming events soon. But International Women's Day, we have a self-defense anti-abduction workshop coming up. That one is paid. It's not free like the workout going on that morning at Sparks. But it's with Cornerstone Martial Arts. They've done a sliver of that in a BRIK several BRIKs ago, and it was so popular and so informative because some of the things that were taught when we were younger, like the keys between our knuckles and that kind of stuff, like self-defense wise, they're not necessarily all true or the best approach or the best way to go about things. And this is a certificate for 2 free weeks for not only the winner but also a friend. Cornerstone Martial Arts, they sublease out of our West Reno studio, so they're actually there on Tuesday evening, Thursday evening, and Friday evening. So the West Reno girls might be salivating over this a little bit, because it's so convenient. But he's amazing. He has such an incredible background, and he just really loves what Kaia is about. And so even to partner with him on International Women's Day or partner with him on gifts like this is like always amazing. So, Shauna Hanneman, she does not live in West Reno, but she's about to come over there. All right, this one does not actually have a prize I can hand out, so it'll be air, but it's not. So my other half, he runs Co-Auto, which is Community Conscious Car Care. You guys might be familiar because they do the quarterly women's car care clinic. That's free. It's called Women, Wine, and Wheels. They like hand out wine and snacks and teach you, empower women about their vehicles so that you don't feel intimidated going into an auto shop. But he is giving a free oil change up to like $150 value. They're just off of, they're just on Dickerson Road off of Keystone. And so whoever wins, I have to send him the mailing address. It's weird, it's done. He could have printed something out, but here we are. Angie Faye! Angie Faye, it's an oil change. All right, I'm going to take it to, because these are like, they're not the most valuable, but I don't know, they kind of are.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's the one everyone wants to win. Free massages. They're not technically valued at the same level of the organization thing you just won, but they are very nice. So I got 3 of them. So Carrie Olson is amazing. She is located off of like Plum and Kitski. It's kind of like near the Park Lane Theater. She's kind of behind that, so if you know where that is. But she's amazing. It's a 30-minute massage, but I think like the upgrade is like something really like minimal. Something crazy. Krista Connolly won one. All right, who else is getting a massage? Dawn Rosemark is getting a massage. All right, last one, big money. Jennifer Mitchell's getting a massage. All right, I'm gonna roll. These are probably all about equal value. Oh, never mind. So number 1, this bag did not come to me this crunched up. This happened in my car. It's totally my fault. It was a very nice bag when I first received it. AloMed is, the owners are just really amazing. So basically what they specialize in is CBD topicals. So using CBD in an ointment for pain relief. And I had initially, maybe several months ago, the Sierra Gold sampler that I had at classes that you guys were able to try, the roll-on, whatever it was, the powder it was. And everything that we experienced with it was so good. Like you had a little bit of lower back pain and you put it on. It just smelled a little bit like mint. It didn't smell terrible, and it felt like you were actually getting relief without having to take anything. And what's really fantastic is that if you use it more regularly, it has the sort of ingredients that are in it will build up. So if I use it today for my back and then I use it again tomorrow, it'll be that much more effective tomorrow. If that makes sense. So I got a full, I think this is the pump, not the roll-on. Yeah, this is the pump, which I love the pump. Taylor Murphy. So I have 2 more. Yeah. So I'll roll with this. No, I guess this one's fine. I don't know about it. Compared to each other. We're gonna go with the chocolate protein. So on the Aura, you guys see it in the welcome emails. We sell it in general. As members, you guys get 10% off. You want something, I order it, or I already have it on me, and I drop it off at the studio for you. The ingredient policies are so clean that I use it myself. I think it's fantastic. So it's made of superfoods and plant proteins when it comes to it. So it's not just a protein, but it's chocolate. Nicole Lewis. Yay! Well, enjoy. Chocolatey goodness going on over there. And then this last one is just very simple, a Barnes & Noble gift card for $40. So, oh yeah, you just keep pulling until you got someone who hasn't already won. Oh, okay, I didn't even talk about this prize, but yeah, So Barnes & Noble, they're just really amazing in the sense that, like, one, we're such a digital era, and it's like, wait, Barnes & Noble is still open? But when you go in their store, there's just a lot of different things that they really offer, and more than anything, they really promote a local spirit and a spirit of learning. And so, if this resonates for her, I super hope so, because she's not here to say if she likes it or not. And that is it for our raffle. So upcoming things, super duper fast. Obviously, we just did Beer Muscle Yoga. Some of our Kaia girls partook in that for the very first time. Amber was shocked that I've been doing it for years. It'll be 3 years this September. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, the whole thing. So at this moment, it's every fourth Saturday right here at South Reno Pinon, and men and women can come. I crack jokes, you know, we sip on beer, mimosas, or whatever, kombucha. I had a pregnant lady, which I thought was amazing. I mean, she's going to stand out in the video for sure, but she was definitely only drinking water, I promise. So it's just a good time, and so we do that every fourth Saturday. It's a community event, so there's never any forcing of Kaia girls to go. But every fourth Saturday, we're here at 11 a.m. I say me, anyway. Me and my bestie behind the bar. International Women's Day is March 8th, so instead of regular classes, we're going to have a big girl power, share the love, cross-training workout at Sparks, okay? And that's free. Anyone can come. It's all awesome. I sent a press release to the media outlets, all those kind of things. But later that day, we're going to have that 1 p.m. anti-abduction self-defense workshop at the West Reno studio. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is go into the KaiFit app, and whether you want the workout, you just go to Sparks, book it, you're fine. If you want the workshop, go to West Reno. Instead of classes, when you do the full schedule, click on workshops. And then when you click on the actual workshop, it'll be like pricing options, and you'll be able to book and pay and all those things. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely jump on that, because David is amazing. We also have coming up in mid-March an optional 7-day spring cleanse. In between bricks, we never force anything. We're in our core session, which is never about like, oh, just whatever. It's like, okay, let's keep the habits going and see where we can go. But there's always opportunities, because if I know anything at this point in my Kaia life, it's that, okay, we just did brick, but that might not have been the right time for this Kaia girl or that Kaia girl. But when we get up into March, all of a sudden they might be like, you know what, I'm ready to do something. And so this 7-day spring plan is supposed to be very streamlined, very focused, a lot of information. 7 days is so manageable. It just helps you reset your gut, helps you reset everything. That's coming up in March, and not only Kaia girls, but also non-members can partake as well. So keep an eye out for that. We'll start promoting it on social and email next week, if I'm getting my dates right. Our next BRIK orientation is on April 19th. It'll be at West Reno. We'll be starting it on April 21st with that bonus 7th week on April 14th. This is our tightest time frame in between bricks. So it literally feels like tomorrow. So we try to address this in our programming, but I also try to just say it in general, is give yourself an opportunity to resaw. Enjoy your workouts. Don't get in your head about things. You know, there's like a weekly little like challenge, fitness challenge in some of these classes, but don't get in your head about it, because the last thing I want is for you to feel like you have to keep the energy from BRIK at 100 in these 8 weeks, and then all of a sudden we're in another BRIK and you're like, oh God, you know, and just fall off. Like, the idea of our programming is like an ebb and a flow, an ebb and a flow. So really just kind of like take everything as it comes, keep the good habits going as best as you can, and don't beat up on yourself when things go not to plan, because it's okay. You're right back on the bandwagon the next day. So shortest time in between bricks that we are in right now is going to be brick again before you know it. But with that is our 4th annual Burpee Mile. They know. May 3rd. So literally think Cinco de Mayo weekend-ish. That's,
You don't have to do the.
I like the looks on your faces and then the smiles over here. It's like 2 very different reactions to Burpee Mile. Yeah. So anyone who's partaken, have you done Burpee Mile yet, Holly?
No.
You're giving me the look like you never have, and it sounds terrible.
No, I haven't.
It's super fun. It's super fun. So it can be teams. It's not like you have to do a burpee and step forward for a mile yourself. You can. But it's all about raising money for Awaken. Awaken is amazing. Right now, we're in a shoe drive for Girls on the Run Sierras. If you guys have seen those bins, yes, you've seen those bins at all of our studios. You guys can donate to Girls on the Run in our bins through like March 9th because we're not picking up until later in that week. So I'm extending it as long as it takes. But keep an eye out for Burpee Mile, May 3rd. It's early morning. But really, even if you're just there to cheer going on, that's a win. You can donate any money you'd like to Awaken as part of that event. Instead, you don't have to pay a registration fee. It doesn't make sense to participate. But start thinking about it now, because it's super fun. We get a DJ, and there's like a coffee truck, and am I selling it? Probably not. But I'll do better as we get closer. But it's super fun. And those are just some of the immediate things that we have in the next few months. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank anyone for watching who couldn't be here, for watching our awards, and just thank you for being like positive beacons of energy and light, not just in our Kaia community, but literally in Reno Sparks at large, because you don't know it when you come across people you don't know, but everybody is going through something. And it could be something so substantial that you would jaw drop to hear it. And if we always interact with people with that thought in mind, we're always going to make this world a better place. And we do that already in Kaia, but really translating that outside of Kaia as much as we can, it just changes lives. So thank you for that energy, because we always need more of that. And thank you for being here, guys. Now you want to stop this video for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Boom.